We now come to the question why people and companies think corporate social responsibility is important. There has been done research among companies why they implement a policy based on corporate social responsibility. And as a result, you can distinguish three types of motives. And the first type is companies say, well, we must do so because of the law or because of public expectation. The second type of reason is, well, they think it is profitable because they say, well, it's good for our reputation, and reputation is a very important marketing instrument. So you can say, well, their CSR policy is a form of enlightened self-interest. And why enlightened? Because they look further than just a short-sighted idea about making as much profit as possible. And the third type of reasons is because companies say, well, we think it is important to act in a responsible way. We do it because we value this morally, or you could also say it's a form of idealism. And as a matter of fact, all these motives have to do with, you could say, with human needs, because with fulfilling human needs, either by your own needs or by the needs of others, in the sense that you want to fulfill public expectations, or yes, public expectations. And reputation has to do with, well, other people think it's good that you act in this way, so it's important to fulfill their needs. And this fact can be explained by the pyramid of needs formulated by Maslow in the 40s of the last century. So Abraham Maslow was a psychologist in the United States of America who did some research on human needs and came to this theory about the hierarchy of our needs. And in this pyramid, this hierarchy is symbolized. So it says, well, at the basis of this pyramid are our physiological needs. So the basic of our needs is the need of food, of drink, of warm clothes. These are absolute necessary to survive. But the pyramid says, well, when these basic needs are fulfilled, we get some other needs which we think are more important when these needs are fulfilled. So when we have eaten and we have drunk, we also think safety is important. So we want to protect ourselves from nature. We want to have a house. We want to organize ourselves in groups so that we can protect ourselves to survive. So you could say these are the needs that we have to be fulfilled to survive, to live. But when these needs are fulfilled, we get a higher needs which we think are more important than. And the next step is the sense of belonging, meaning that we also think it's very important to belong to a group. So we want to be integrated in a group. So we want to interact with others. We need to find love and protection of others. And when so you can say these are the social needs. And when the sense of belonging is fulfilled, we also get the need of self-esteem. So that we want to have a certain recognition of the group we belong to, that we are important, that our being does mean a difference, that our meaning, that our existence has a meaning, has importance. So that's what we call self-esteem. So you could say, well, these are the social needs of people, these are the physiological needs, the survival needs, the social needs, and at the top of this pyramid is what Maslow calls self-actualization. And this means, well, if all these other needs are fulfilled, we want to lead the life we really want to live. And this means in accordance with our values and our norms, in accordance with what we think is important and is the good thing to do. And there's a paradox in this pyramid because we say, well, this is the most important thing, but when we come into trouble, it is the first thing we are willing to give up. So when we are hungry and thirsty, we go down in the hierarchy of needs, and we only think about getting food and drink. So that's the idea about this pyramid. At the top is what we think is most important for us, for our happiness. But when we come in difficult circumstances, the needs at the top of the pyramids are the first we are willing to give up. So why is CSR nowadays important? Because it has to do with the prosperity of big parts of the world, in which people think it is important that we live in accordance with what we think is important. We don't want to buy stuff that is made by little children. We don't want to buy stuff for which whales are extinguished, or we don't want to get stuff that pollute our air and change our climate.